Hi guys, it's me Ty coming from my permanent home here in Phnom Penh, Cambodia, and I'm gonna give you guys the update on my 6-month visa extension. I dropped it off. As of yesterday, it had been 9 days since I dropped it off. I think it was like the night of the 31st of January I dropped it off, and then yesterday I finally decided to call her. Well, I decided to just actually go down there, and it turned out she lost my phone number and she'd gotten it like 2 days ahead of time. So sometime on the 7th day is when she said it was actually done. So and I didn't have to pay any late fees or anything like that. So I think I'm just gonna take the advice of everybody, even though it was less than a week when I renewed it, and she suggests a week ahead of time. I'm gonna do what a lot of the other people have said, just go in 2 weeks ahead of time. So yeah, it came back, and it's an EB visa. Is the visa I'm here, and it's good for 6 months now, so it's pretty nice. Now all I gotta do is find a job. So and then also yesterday was February 9th, and that is the day before Chinese New Year here in Cambodia, and I liked it because this whole town was just dead. Like, everybody must have gone to the province to go visit their families. And even though Chinese New Year is not a Khmer thing, I'm assuming the Chinese, they must employ so many people or just buy so much stuff here or whatever, because so many of the stores here, the little shops, they were all shut down. My favorite restaurants were shut down, and yeah, they're all owned by just Khmer people. They definitely don't look Chinese. Central Market was just dead there. Half the vendors had their store stalls closed. Soria Shopping Center, I went there. That was dead as usual, so not much change there, other than everybody taking their dates up to the movie theater on 5th floor. I decided to walk over to Eon Mall as well, and that was just as packed as it always is every day. So that hasn't changed much. All their stores were open. I went out to the night market number 5, way the heck down Riverside Road, and over there, half the vendors were closed over there. Well, I'd say over half the vendors, just very few were open. And the whole reason I walked the whole way is I was just hungry for pizza, because one of the ladies over there, she sells little pizzas for 5,000 real a piece, but my budget is 8,000 real, so $2 a day or whatever. So I always tell her, I'm like, well, if you give them to me for 4,000 real, I'll buy 2. And she always goes for that. So, and then she just said that she just puts a little bit less toppings on there for me, and I'm fine with that. So, and coming out here to Riverside Park at New Year's Eve night, it was just as busy as ever. There was tons of people out here, you guys. And then all the Khmer people, they were still making their offerings and stuff too. And then during the day, I noticed that pretty much all the houses around here, even the people that are not Chinese, they had like a crock pot or whatever out front, probably like a turkey baster bin or whatever, and they were burning a whole bunch of offerings, and they all had like a big like chicken dinner set with incense at the entrance to their home or whatever. And then at dinner time, they invited all their family and friends over, and they all feasted on it. So yeah, a lot like New Year's in the US, where everybody celebrates it actually the day ahead of time rather than the day of here. So, and then getting up this morning here, well, I usually get up at 7, and then it was probably like 9:30 because I had a whole bunch of my favorite YouTubers I like to watch or whatever before I head out and take a shower and stuff. And I heard a whole bunch of cleaning and everything down out on the streets. I ran to the window, and there was a whole bunch of motorcycle riders, kind of like in a parade, and they had blue shirts. I'm guessing I probably missed the bus that would have had the dragon on it or something, because I heard a band, but I missed that part. So I guess I'm not sure where they do the dragon dance. People are thinking it might be at like the temples and stuff. So Yeah, even at some of the Chinese temples last night, there was a whole bunch of men standing outside in red shirts and everything. So, and what else around here? I could talk a little bit about the exotic cars here. Because yesterday when I walked over to Aeon Mall, over at one of the many huge Chinese casinos, there was a Ferrari parked there. So that's something you'll see in Phnom Penh, are a lot of exotic cars here. For, like I said, for how small this town is, 2.3 million people. I've seen 2 Ferraris. That one there is always parked in front of the casino. One of the managers or owners must own it. And then the other red Ferrari I've seen was actually at one of the dealerships way up on the north end of town. And the other night I did see a Lamborghini. It was the first one I'd seen, but it took like an entire month to see one. What I've mostly been seeing for cars is a BMW, 2-door sports cars. They actually looked a lot like the brand new Ford 3000 GT. Is just a really exotic car. They're all over here. I see one parked over at the temple all the time, so I'm thinking somebody that's something to do with the Buddhist temples must have the money. It's kind of the people that you would least expect it to have it. And then I stopped in at one of the high-end dealers, and they have they say that they sell Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Mercedes-Benz, Maseratis, Aston Martin, Bentley, BMW, just all of that stuff there. But I went into the showroom floor, and all they had was like the BMWs and like some Mercedes, but mostly just the BMWs is kind of what they have. I talked to one of the salespeople, and they said that they sell both new and used, but they said all of the brand new ones they're always ordered in. So it was actually just used on the showroom floor there. And at the other high-end dealers I've seen around the city, like I said, none of them have had Ferraris or Lamborghinis parked inside there. It's always just been, they say they sell every type of exotic car, but it's usually always just BMWs. So, and even this high-end dealer that I went to here and talked to salespeople, I was like, so I'm guessing your boss is Chinese or whatever, because they're kind of the ones that have all the money and bringing in the wealth and everything. And they said, no, actually their owner is Khmer. So I'm assuming they probably have worked with the government or whatever, because one of the expats here that's been working here 9 years was telling me that like the king of Cambodia, like he bought like 7,000 brand new Mercedes for people. So yeah, for in his cabinet and all that stuff. So I guess that's where the wealth is going, I guess. And I'm sure they've all been traded in since then, because that was many years ago, they said. So yeah, and what else around here? Yeah, everything else stayed pretty much the same. I talked to the Khmer people, and they said, yeah, that this New Year here, the Chinese New Year, that's the one where the town kind of cleans out for about 3 days. And here on the second day, there aren't many people in the city either, so it's easy to cross the street, not have to worry about getting run over. Easier to just explore the city, because it doesn't slow you down waiting for a chance to cross the street. They said during the Khmer New Year, I'm not sure exactly when that is, you guys, but all the Khmer people stick around here, because like I said, I'm guessing their Chinese employers don't recognize it, so they're all at work. So alright, peace out, you guys. And if you guys like this content, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll just keep kicking it out here from Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Alright, bye.